thinking. It's thinking, and we're live.
Yes.
Dawn, we're finally here together. The holidays, people not feeling well, vacations, appointments out of town. You and I have been busy about, family and about business. We have been a couple of ladies going in many directions. So it is so wonderful that you and I can literally come together today and share for a little bit with those that'll watch now or later what in the world we're doing. Because I have people asking me, and I know they're asking you, what is bosses with perk with a what? What is that? What is faith? What? So we heard, I have it listed right there. People asked us to do this. And so we've done it. And I guess we need to do a better job of communicating it because so many people said, oh my goodness, I'll be in it volume after volume. And so here we are with volume 1. And we want to make an impact in the faith-based business world, helping entrepreneurs and business people to invite God into their business deals and into their corporations, into their solopreneurships. And it's exciting that we've been called to do this. And so, Dawn, would you just take everybody kind of down memory lane about how this even came about? Because not everybody knows.
Well, when the two of us get together, it's almost like an encyclopedia of information that we just kind of it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And of course, we know that you, Pamela, have your purpose with Pamela, and so most of your stuff is purpose driven and is of God. And I do a lot with the bosses. We did, Boss Your Lane, the book, the conference, and now we're doing Bosses at Sea. And so we just kind of thought about it and we're like, what could go together? Because we wanted the business aspect to be there. But of course, we wanted the Lord in there at the same time because the two go together. Because if you're not right with yourself, if you're not right with God, your business, no matter what you try to put forth, your business is not going to be right. If you are in upheaval, your business is going to be in an upheaval, your personal life, everything. So we kind of wanted to put all of that together because we both know that that's how our business runs. That's how our lives run, and that's how our business runs. And there are so many entrepreneurs that run the same way. And so we wanted to give them an opportunity to share how to incorporate the two together. And so, we've both always wanted to do a devotional. So this was just it. This was the perfect idea, and we just ran with it. It's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see this.
It is amazing. And I see that Tamika is with us. So I was just trying to type it in to say hello, but I kept hitting the wrong buttons, Tamika, because I'm trying to look at the screen at the same time. So I'm like, forget it.
Hey,
I'll have
Tamika.
comments later. But Tamika, hello. We love you so much. And thank you for being here. But yeah, Dawn, it is. It's like popcorn when we get together, just all these ideas start to bubble up. And this one was something that was so near and dear to our heart because there's not a whole lot of success directed devotionals out there. And to us, it was important that we pulled in other people and their gifts and their expertise, right? Because you and I could sit down and we could do a devotional together and probably someday will. But this for us was like, wow, we could do this and bring in other people to be part of this project. It's one thing to be part of an anthology, which is amazing, but to be part of a devotional is
Yes.
another thing. And then with a focus of honing in on those in the business world. And then, Dawn, we took a leap of faith and said, we're going to give back in this season. And you want to talk a little bit about that? I mean, it's listed. People can read it and go, you asked for it. $100 deposit and only $100 per devotional. So it's already there for everybody to see. But let's talk about that, because that's a gift.
That is very, very, very much a gift. For those of you that know me, and for those of you who don't, I am an anthology coach. I have coached numerous anthologies and have 4 anthologies of my own, and working on the 5th and the 6th as we speak, along with this devotional. And so I'm pretty well into the business and understand the business. But my first anthology, I want to say that I probably paid $2,500 to be in it,
Yeah.
for 750 words. Now,
Whoa.
this is, and I was tried so hard to like cram the story I was trying to tell, in this 700, because it wasn't a devotional, it was like a full chapter, but I only had 750 words. And so I really had to work hard on it and leave things out. And it was my first time. And so it was a heck of an experience. But this, we wanted to give back. We wanted to give the authors the opportunity to actually, show and give their hearts, give the information that everyone's looking for, business wise and spiritually. We all need both. If we are entrepreneurs, we need both. We know they're hand in hand. And so for this to be just $100 down and $100 for each devotional, you are getting, you know, 750 to 1,000 words, as it stands at the moment. But 1,000 words, that's like a whole chapter almost in most anthologies. And so this is just a phenomenal deal. Like I said, my first one paying 2,500. And for those of you that are in anthologies or have been, that, there is an expense to it. But this, you're getting everything. You're getting to be a published author. You're getting to write about your expertise. You're getting to share that with other entrepreneurs and business people and spiritual friends. You're getting to share all of that for a mere $200. I mean, this is unheard of. You're going to get everything. You're going to get everything that you would get in an anthology. I mean, it's all going to be there. So yeah, I'm just so excited about this, Pamela. And I'm excited that, we decided to give back, because we could have put, the regular pricing on it, but we wanted to make this affordable. We wanted to make everyone be able to have the opportunity to participate in this devotional, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be history making. It's just, I can't say enough good things about it. It's just amazing that we're able to do this at this pricing.
I know. I'm just wanting to, you can see me bouncing around in my chair over here. I'm just so excited to be able to do this. And the cost for an editor alone, it's not like it costs $1. So really what we're doing is we're taking the money that's coming in and we're turning around and investing that back into graphics. Like the book cover has got to be awesome, and investing it back into author graphics and into having phenomenal editor that can put all the toppings on your devotional. So this is amazing. So it's really, I don't want to call it charitable, but in essence, that's kind of what it is. Like
It
we
is.
are wanting to give back God's work into communities. And so for all of us that are in it, now think about this, we get those awesome, if you're in it as an author, you get author copies, which is much less expensive than the retail price, right? And so you can have those author copies, as you've taught us so well, Dawn. You can have them in the trunk of your car if you want to. But so as a business person, what a gift that you can have on hand, that you can hand out to your clients, to your customers, to your patients, also to friends and family. And now it's a gift that keeps on giving, right? Because it is a devotional. So they're using it to come closer to God, to invite God into their workplace, into their business. So it just continues to give. Dawn, you came along in my life at such a beautiful time because I was just starting to get into the anthology world. And for anybody that's like, what is an anthology? That's a book project where there's a collaboration between authors, but there needs to be somebody that is a visionary. And so I had been in numerous different anthologies as a contributing or collaborating author. And I was ready to jump in and be a visionary. And I needed somebody that could help me put the pieces together. And because you came in and helped, Dawn, it has created such a momentum in my business. If somebody would have told me 5 years ago that, oh, on top of coaching or ministry or speaking, you, Pamela, are going to be working with like 3 different publishing companies and you're going to be coaching others how to write their books, I would have laughed hysterically at that. And yet here it is. And I really attribute a lot of that to, well, my obedience to step in, but then how God brought us together. And I sat at your knee, literally, because I don't mind sitting at people's knee and learning. And I still sit at your knee and learn as I have grown into different arenas in this industry myself. So coming together with you now and saying, let's do a devotional, although you and I have grown in what we do, I feel like I'm coming full circle and I'm coming back. And although I've learned much from you and much in the industry, now I'm back full circle with you as that business mentor to me in the world of coaching authors. And so here we are jumping in together as a team and running together and bringing all these different authors with us. So to me, it is so huge to be able to run alongside of you with this.
Oh,
And so I see different people, like I see Dave Lee, he's made a comment saying that he wants to get his book published. Well, Dave, Dawn and myself can help you do that. And there is an investment into that, but we do know how to navigate that and get the prices down. Obviously we do, because we figured out how to do this for $100 down and $100 per devotional. And so that is huge. And you and I just discussed before we went live, making a little bit of a increase in the word count today. So do we want to announce it?
you know what? I'm chomping at the bit. I cannot wait. Go for it, girl. Go for it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, today we would like to offer a little added perk. So today you can write up to 15 to 1800 words. And so now you are talking, you don't a full-blown chapter if you'd like. You do not have to, you don't have to get it in your mind, say, oh my gosh, I was going to do, a day in the devotional, but I don't have that many words. You do not have to write that many words, but you will have the opportunity, if you so wish, to write that many words. Now, this is a big deal. And one thing that I envisioned when we started this, Pamela, was I envisioned people being able to gift these chapters, gift these devotions. Now, if you know someone that is in business, does a side hustle, has a brick and mortar, is a coach, is whatever they do, gift them this. I mean, how amazing would that be? They're going to have something that is going to, their words, their spirituality, their business advice is going to be around forever. This is something that our kids can read, that our grandkids can read, that their kids can read. I mean, this is something I have created a special box of all of my writings, of the different books that I've been in, magazines and articles and things like that. And I have a special box, and it's for my grandkids, because what I wouldn't do to have something from my grandmother, written word from my grandmother, I have nothing. I have nothing at all, or from my mother. But to have something like this, my grandkids are gonna know, and their kids are gonna know. This is what Nini was about.
Yeah,
It's a piece of me. And so in the devotional, I mean, it's something that you are creating that's going to be around forever for you to pass along. And so gifting it, I think, is an amazing idea. An amazing idea. What better gift? What a surprise is that?
absolutely. And you and I both know from experience that once you are an author, an established author, the doors open for you. There is another level of integrity, although you had it before, right? But there's another level of integrity that comes once you are an established published author. On top of that, our books are always bestsellers.
Yes.
There just are, because we know how to do that. And that's going to happen with this devotional, which is huge because many books could be telling your story, they could be business savvy. This book is a devotional where you are, as I said, giving the gift that keeps on giving, but you are sowing a spiritual seed into somebody. Instead of just giving them all the business savviness, which is important, you're first going to their heart, talking about being positive, how to bring God into something, how to turn the negative into a positive. You're bringing in scripture, pointing them heavenward. This is an eternal piece of work, what we are doing, and it will be a bestseller. Guarantee it. Most likely be an international bestseller. So if you're thinking of gifting it, think about that as well. You're not just giving them the opportunity to be in a book, which is huge, but to be in an eternal seed in a book that will be, it'll be bestseller for sure. And now that level of integrity, the doors that open when you have that behind you, a whole nother ball game. It's
Whole
huge.
nother world. Whole nother world.
A whole nother world. Absolutely. Well, I am so excited about this. Now, you and I are not doing all the regular Zoom coaching and all of that kind of thing because the price is what it is. And so we are giving the gift that gives back. We're giving to you and giving it out to the world. But you and I have decided that we are going to do one coaching session on Zoom together. And we will run that within reason, as long as it takes to make sure we answer everybody's question and coach them a bit. And then, of course, you and I are there for everybody independently if they're running up against a challenge or they need help. So, although this anthology isn't as much busyness and hands-on in a group setting because there just isn't as much required on that end, we are still going to give you the coaching. We're still going to be there for you. We're going to continue to reach out to you in emails. You will be able to reach out to us anytime you want. You're going to get an author graphic with your pretty little picture on it and the book that you can promote. And we will have a very special unveiling of the cover once we have that. So this book is not without its rhinestones and diamonds all over the place, all of its bedazzled jewels. It has them. It just looks a little bit different because of the fact that of the way we're doing it. So if you have questions, if you're watching it live or later, pop those questions in the comments. We will be looking at them and getting back to you. Direct message us. We would love to get you involved. The JOT form to register when we're done going live, Dawn and I will go back and we will add that in for you so that you can have that. But you don't have to wait for that. You can direct message us and say, hey, I would like to get involved. And if you already are and you're like, I think I want to write another devotional, please do. Just reach out to us and we'll make that really easy and simple for you to jump in there. We are going to have devotionals in there. This is going to go down in history as something very unique, special, and fun and anointed because it's God that is directing it. So I am super excited about this and to know that we are entering into just that volume one that we see this being multiple volumes. So you could come in and you could do another one on volume 2. If you gift it to somebody and they're like, maybe not this time, that they can hop in on volume 2. But we will, this is going to be something, not going to be, this is something that will be life-changing for so many. So don't wonder if you should do it. Just do it. Just jump
Let's do
in
it.
and do it with us. We are so excited to run with you all in this new thing. This is unprecedented territory. And we're excited to be in these waters and navigate them together. So do you have anything else you want to share, Dawn?
I'm just so excited. But now I just want to make sure everybody caught what you said there, Dr. Pamela.
Okay.
She just said that you do not have to only write one devotional.
Right?
You have the option of writing more than one.
Yeah.
So each additional one is $100. And so, yeah, you know,
Wow.
I mean, this deal, y'all, this deal, I cannot
It's
say
amazing.
it enough. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, how else? And a lot of times I've seen people like they are just kind of got their toe in the water a little bit and they would love to become an author. They've always thought about it, but they're not really sure about the whole big anthology thing or what the investment may be. This is the opportunity. This is it.
This
You
is it.
know, the very low investment. You're getting to become a published author. I'm telling y'all, people look at you different when you got author before your name or after your name. I'm just saying, it's
They,
amazing. And
they,
so this is the opportunity. I mean, just don't sit on it. Just go for it. And like Dr. Pamela said, if you have no idea what you would do, how you would do it, we're both available
yep.
to help you through it. Let's just do it.
Let's just run with it. And, when you join an anthology community, it might sound a little overbearing at first, but it is not. I have been an individual published author and I've worked in anthologies. And when you decide to be an individual published author, that is a huge undertaking by yourself. And you have to, your investment is a lot more, not just financially, although it is there, in everything. Okay. Now, if you're going to be the best seller as an individual author, you are relying on you. Come on. Whereas if you're in with a group of 10, 15, 20, 30 people, and all of you are responsible for at minimum 1,000 words in the entire book, wow. But you could, for just $100 per devotional, you could have as many devotional entries as you want, right? So Dawn talked about how some of them have been 2,500, 5,000. I was in an anthologies recently that was $5,000 for 2,000 words. You and I are saying you could have up to 1,800 words for $100.
For $100.
This
I
is a
mean, you're never going to see anything like this. It doesn't get any better than this.
it does.
Just go for it. Just
Yeah,
go for it.
just go for it. And once you're in this one, you've kind of grandfathered yourself in at that price too. So think about that, because the
Right?
next one that comes out, volume 2, may not be at $100. But when you come in and you are part of this community, now we all carry that level of, we carry it together. You're visionaries. Here we are. We're the ones that run with all the responsibilities, from launching to the cover to making sure that everything is edited. You don't have to be concerned about that. When you do it by yourself, you got to be concerned about all of that, right? And we will take care of all the timetables for you. When you do it on your own, you have to take care of all of that. So this is a great way if you want to be an independent author as well. You're independent because you're in the book. But if you're like, I really would like to write my own sometime and just have it be me, doing anthologies is a great way to build up on this. And so here is an incredible opportunity for you to get in and be God's encourager to the world with a bunch of other amazing people. So it's time to press that little button and say, I'm in, and let's change the world together. For goodness sakes, let's do it. So I'm excited. I don't have anything else to share other than share this, like it, sign up, message us. Let's go. Let's change the world. Anything else, Dawn?
That's it. That's it. Just do it. And if you're scared, do it anyway. Y'all know my motto. Do it scared. Just
That
do it.
is so good. If you're scared, do it anyways. You're not going to be scared for long. And
No.
pretty soon it's going to be, what is that saying? Old hat? It's going
Old
to be
hat.
old.
Yes. Old hat. We're going to make sure you're okay.
Yes, we will. So if you know somebody that would be interested in watching this, please send it to them. Let's do this. Let's fill up our call for authors really, really quickly, because the sooner we get it filled, the sooner we can get to publishing. And somebody asked me, do you have a cutoff date? And Dawn and I have set them, and then we've moved them out. And so I don't want to say, hey, take your time kind of thing, but because
No.
that's not the essence here. But we're not looking at hurry up, hurry up. We want it to get done, but we're not saying, yeah, if you miss the cutoff date of Friday, you're out of luck. We're just saying, just tell us that you want to do this and let's move forward. Eventually there will be a hard cutoff date that we won't budge on. But right now we are just looking to call all of those authors in that want to run with us in this unprecedented, never been in this territory again before or again, probably $100 for the amount of words that you will get. And most anthologies are like $5,000 for this. And we are not going to skimp, are we, Dawn, on
No.
the integrity of the project. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be magnificent, and you are going to be proud. So, all right, then I guess I'll find the end broadcast button here. We love you all. Happy New Year. Bye. See ya.